Hello friends, welcome to the platform of Darshanik. This is Akshay Kadam. So guys, today on this platform of Darshanik, we are going to discuss one ethics previous year paper. So guys, as we know, Assam State Civil Service exam syllabus and UPSC's syllabus is all the same. Even difficulty of question is same. And so in this class, I am going to discuss with you Assam State Civil Service Examinations General Studies paper 4 Ethics, Integrity and Aptitude questions analysis in detail. Okay, so APSC guys conducted exam in 2022. Okay, so this 2022's paper I am going to discuss with you. In my previous two recording, I have already discussed 4 questions in detail. Okay, and I have discussed not only the answer to the question, but how you need to structure and frame answer to get more marks. Okay, so do check out those lectures. Okay guys, so in this lecture we will be discussing next 2 questions. So guys, one question that was in this 22 paper was this question number 6. Okay, was distinguish between personal and professional ethics. Okay, differentiate between personal and professional ethics. And do you think it is justified for a civil servant to be ethical in his or her professional life without being so in his or her personal life? Okay, explain with example. Okay, so in 10 marker question, 150 words may you have to write. So distinguish between personal and professional ethics. Okay, so you should start writing your answer with the definition of personal ethics and definition of professional ethics. Make definition as your introduction because you have limited word to write. So if you spend 3-4 lines in introducing the question and then writing definitions, you will not get enough time to write more data, communicate more information. So distinguish between personal and professional ethics. So personal ethics, okay, definition, professional ethics definition, first 40-50 word may you write them. Then question is, do you think it is justified for civil servant to be ethical in professional life without being ethical in personal life? So in my app classes guys, I have discussed, okay, this concept. Okay, so there are 3 types of ethics: personal, professional and administrative ethics. Professional ethics meaning MD and CEO of a private company, and IS, IPS, IRS when you are, then you are bound by administrative ethics. So there I have compared personal ethics with professional ethics. Okay, or personal ethics with administrative ethics, and also in my app classes I have discussed difference between professional ethics and administrative ethics. So being MD, CEO of a private company and being IS, IPS or secretary in government, how it is similar, how it is different. Okay, so all these comparisons are very important, and accordingly UPSC has asked question on, or APSC has asked question on comparison between personal and professional or personal and or administrative ethics. How your own moral values in your personal life differ from values that you are holding in administrative life, and can you be good in administrative life but bad person in personal life? Can that condition exist? That you have to analyze, so that you have to explain in your answer. So do you think it is justify? So when word is justify, I told you in your answer, okay, you have to give some illustrations, some examples you have to quote, okay, to justify your answer. Okay, so whenever question may suffix is justification and explanation, then I told you justification means provide reason, evidences, logical support. Okay, you have to reason your case and prove validity. So present reason case and provide validity, that you have to do. At the same time guys, explain. So you have to explain your argument very smoothly, as if I am as a reader, you are writing answer, I am checking your answer, I don't know anything about the concept, and you have to write so smoothly that I will be able to comprehend whatever argument you are making very easily. So this you need to keep in mind while writing the answer. Okay, so now I will give you in detail how you need to analyze and write this answer. So first define personal ethics, professional ethics to the point. Okay, then okay, write this condition, that is it justified to be good in administrative life and bad in personal life. Here you have to, you should not justify this. Okay, you should have common sense what to justify, what not to. So you have to criticize this argument on a ground, core argument, that someone who is bad in personal life can never be good in administrative life. Okay, there is a concept of unity of virtue advocated by Plato. Okay, so in my app classes I have discussed that, which says that this morality, values is all or nothing affair. Okay, so any person or a politician who cheats his wife, you can't be trusting him, okay, with public funds. So same way, any politician who is not loyal to his political party, his political ideology, and he switches the floor because of fear of ED, CBI, syndicate, or because of the packages that has been offered, then person who is not loyal to his party, his ideology, can never be loyal to you as a voter. So it's a unity of virtue exists. It's a all or nothing affair, and that's why person or bureaucrat who is bad in personal life can never be good in a administrative life that you have to write, and then you have to provide a explanation for that. And that's why this dichotomy is very problematic that you have to justify. So here I will use an example that I give a lot of examples in my app classes to explain these concepts. So I will use one example of a Andhra Pradesh High Court ka judge, retired judge, who was beating his daughter-in-law. Okay, this was very unethical affair. Now इसकी वजह से क्या होता है that you are a High Court ka judge, you must have given verdicts in many cases of domestic violence, dowry harassment, etc. But in your personal life, if you are treating your daughter-in-law in this manner, then automatically, guys, it is going to have very bad consequences. Okay, because people will be questioning judgment passed by that High Court judge in his life. So when you have this dichotomy that bureaucrat is bad in personal life, okay, doesn't matter how good he is in administrative life, okay, it will raise question on his trust, on his credibility, integrity of decision, okay, and this is very bad situation. So that's how you have to debate this question, justify and explain this question's answer. So now let's discuss this in a structural format properly. But before that, let me tell you guys, okay, I have my Darshanik IS app. Okay, link is given below in the description, where I have launched UPSC के लिए भी and APSC Assam State Civil Service के लिए comprehensive course, 150-hour plus comprehensive course, which will be one-stop solution for all your ethics paper needs. And soon I will be launching essay ka course, which will be one-stop solution for all your essay needs. So do check out those classes. So whatever I am discussing here in short, there you will get very in-depth debate about all those topics. So first I will start my answer with the definition, instead of beating around the bush, introducing with some vague words which will not fetch me any good marks. So make definition as your introduction. Core, whatever core term is in the question, you should define. So here two core terms are personal ethics and professional ethics. So personal ethics, guys, refers to moral principles, values and sense of right and wrong of a person developed over a period through life-altering experiences and actions of socializing agents. So what's personal ethics? Personal ethics is your own moral conscience, sat vivek buddhi, that you have learned, that you have developed. These are the values or morality ke principle that you hold very strongly. So when we discuss morality, what we discuss in a morality, morality is a standard of right and wise conduct whose authority in practical thought is determined by reason rather than custom. So morality, your moral values, personal values are determined by your own reason, by your own consciousness. So personal ethics refers to moral principle and values and sense of right and wrong of a person developed over a period through life-altering experiences और थ्रू एक्शंस ऑफ सोशलाइजिंग एजेंट्स. और उसका एग्जांपल पर्सनल इथिक्स का इंटीग्रिटी, कंपैशन, these are your personal values. Okay, then what are professional ethics? Professional ethics, guys, values set up by an external source, the industry, the profession that you work for. So for example, for civil services, professional ethics is determined by Civil Service Code of Conduct Rule 1964. So professional ethics, guys, refers to moral principles, standards, code of conduct that govern the behavior of individuals in industrial settings. Okay, so they are developed as you undergo professional training, example professionalism and impartiality. So professional ethics are the moral principles, standards, code of conduct that we supposed to hold on to, okay, with respect to the industrial setting organization that we work on. They are determined by them and we acquire them through professional training. Personal ethics we acquire through personal life changing experiences, through socializing agents, interaction with socializing agents. तो प्रोफेशनल इथिक्स का वैल्यू एक एग्जांपल लिख डालो क्विकली, दैट प्रोफेशनलिज्म इन सिविल सर्विस और impartiality in civil service are values or professional ethics or professionally ethical values. So you define these two core terms clearly to the point and give one example also. Now go to the main body. Main body में you have to debate, can one be bad in personal life and good in professional life? Okay, but उससे पहले okay, there is one more question. Distinguish between personal and professional ethics. So we have only given definition. Definition is one difference. We have distinguished in a definition. Along with that, you have to focus more on this distinguish aspect. So write 2-3 more pointers about distinguishing between personal and professional ethics. So personal ethics you define, professional ethics you define. Where we learn them? Personal ethics through personal interaction with socializing agents. Professional ethics through professional training. Then personal ethics. Who is responsible for holding on to it? You yourself. Professional ethics may, if someone don't act as per professional standard, then it's a duty of an industry, organization to get them enforced. If you act as per personal ethics, you will feel personal satisfaction, you will not feel any guilt, you will have contented spirit, you will not have crisis of conscience. If you act as per professional ethics, what it will lead to? You will have professional success. There won't be disciplinary action against you. You will have professional success, you will feel job satisfaction, etc. Okay, so distinguish difference between two. If you don't hold on to personal ethics, you will feel moral guilt. If you don't hold on to professional ethics, you will get fined, you will get suspended, you might even get terminated from the service. Okay, so these differences you have to explain along with the definition. So we wrote a definition, then unka comparison. Okay, few more points, 2-3 extra points you write. Okay, distinguishing personal and professional ethics. So personal ethics may satisfaction, guys. They satisfy your personal needs, okay, and gives you sense of job satisfaction. So personal ethics may, guys, you feel this sense of satisfaction. It satisfies your personal, like me, you don't feel guilt, etc. Professional ethics may, they satisfy your corporate needs. Your professional career is influenced by these rules, okay, and you get a professional success by holding on to professional ethics. Then results, guys, it results in clear conscience, okay, and contented spirit, else it results in feeling of guilt. If you don't act as per personal ethics, okay, it will lead to personal guilt, clear conscience and contented spirit. Professional ethics may, guys, following these ethics results in professional success. You will get promoted, you will go to higher and higher posts. Then personal ethics may, guys, the values that you define for yourself are up to you to follow or not. Whether to hold on to personal ethics, your own choice. Okay, so you don't like eating non-veg, you think eating non-veg is unethical, but sometimes you eat it. Okay, so whether to stand as per those principles or not, your own choice. And if you stand it, you will feel contented spirit. If you don't, you will feel moral guilt. Nothing more. But professional ethics may, whether to stand or not, you don't have a choice. They are the professional standard, you have to stand by. If you don't, there will be legal action, sanctions, suspension, termination. If you stand by them, job satisfaction and professional growth, professional success. So they are formulated, okay, and implemented by organizations management, okay, and you have to abide by it. You don't have the flexibility there whether to act on them or not to act on them. Okay, so basic personal and professional ethics ka difference or comparison. Now, guys, the second question: can one be bad in personal life and good in professional life? So, guys, ethical in professional life but unethical in personal life. And here professional word means in administrative life, okay, as a civil servant. So, guys, ideally you have to explain this concept. Can this exist? So yes, that can happen. Okay, someone can be good in administrative life but bad in personal life. More, someone can be good in personal life but bad in administrative life. This condition exists most of the time. Most of the bureaucrat will say is because of system like that we do corruption, etc. Personal life, they will be ethical people. That can exist. But guys, both situation we need to avoid. Okay, because personal life may you are good but administrative life may you are bad. You might end up in jail. You are good in administrative life but bad in personal life. That question we have to debate. It's also unwelcoming situation. Why, we will discuss. But before that, I will start my answer that this condition exists, but ideally harmony should exist between personal and professional life. Personal ethics, professional ethics should be in consonance. They should match, and if that's the case, okay, then bureaucrat will feel lot of job satisfaction, okay, and his conscience or spirit will be contented. So harmony should exist between personal ethics and professional ethics for better work-life balance. So if you want to achieve good work-life balance, this should exist. But one with very poor personal ethics would not adhere to business ethics to their best ability. But जो हमारी condition है, bad personal ethics but good in administrative life, ये condition can exist guys, but that is problematic situation. Why? Because person who is not good in personal life, we can't expect him to be good in a professional life. और वही प्लेटो ने कहा था, one who cheats on his wife cannot be, okay, you can't trust him with the public funds. Okay, तो वही reason guys, one who is unethical in personal life, how we can expect good professional behavior from him? Because morality में, okay, whatever these moral values he is holding on to, they will reflect in administration also. Bad people can never become good civil servant. People who are not ethically competent can never be professionally competent. And that's why, okay, one with poor personal standards will never be able to hold on to strong professional standards. Okay, और इसका impact, and if we hire such a people, what can happen? Okay, कि person is behaving good in administrative life but is bad in personal life, तो उसका what explain this, what can it lead to? So first, okay, these people can involve in corruption, they can abuse discretionary powers, okay, it can give rise to even conflict of interest. And in such a situation where bureaucrats have a lot of discretionary power to use the way they want, and when there are no clearly defined rules, laws, then these people can abuse the power. They can misuse the power. Okay, under cover, secrecy जहाँ पे है, they will not be standing on to ethical standards. Okay, and that's why person with bad personal values, we can't expect him, okay, very high professional behavior, professional standards. Okay, he might compromise on those professional standard any time. Okay, so that risk exists. And even if we allow him to function, okay, person with bad personal values, but he is administration में he is acting very good. But then I told you, see, another उसका corollary impact is that if tomorrow that person takes any decision which was administrative wise ethical, okay, like he gave good, he gave a contract, okay, to a company to construct a bridge, but that bridge got collapsed. Now it doesn't matter how ethical he was, but because he has a bad personal life reputation, okay, people will start questioning his decision. They might raise doubt, and because of that guys, okay, people with bad personal values become the politicians, become the bureaucrats. People will lose trust in governance, people will lose credibility in their decision, people will question their integrity, okay, people will question their use of discretionary power, okay, even in conflict of interest situation may it will damage the perception of the governance in public eyes, and people will overall question his decisions that he has taken. Okay, like वो judge के case में who was beating his daughter-in-law, then obviously people will raise question कि while on duty he might have given lot of patriarchal decision, he might have disfavored many women, and that's why as a bureaucrat you act as a role model. Then you need to maintain, okay, the dignity, the decorum. You represent people at a leadership level, then you should act as a very highly ethical leader. Okay, and so मराठी में एक idiom है उसके लिए, बोले तैसा चाले त्याची वंदावी पावले, जो बोलता है वही करता है. We should be worshipping him, the person like Shivaji Maharaj. Okay, so ideal leader, okay, whatever values he hold on to, he implemented in his personal life, not and also in a administration. Okay, only medieval king who had no mistress, no dancing girl in his court, etc. So never was abused or drank alcohol or so on, and always respected women or all religions with equality. So that kind of person, ideal person you should be. So ethical in professional life but unethical in personal life का जो consequence है you discuss. So while it may be possible for civil servant to demonstrate ethical conduct in their professional life while lacking it in their personal life, this scenario is not ideal and can have negative consequences. And what are these consequences then? It impacts trust and credibility. Civil servant often serve as role models and leader, okay, within their community, and so they need to maintain that very good image, okay, image of decorum, okay, image of an ideal leader. Then moral duty to set high ethical standard. You have moral duty as a bureaucrat, as a role model for society to set very high ethical standards. Okay, and person with bad personal ethics won't be able to set them and can raise question over civil servants' decision, use of discretionary power. Okay, the decision that he has taken in situation of conflict of interest, they all will get viewed with the bad perception, it will overall impact the governance ka image if we allow such a bureaucrats to function. And so to conclude this, so in conclusion, while it may be technically possible for civil servant to demonstrate ethical behavior in their professional life while lacking it in their personal life, such a scenario is not justified or desirable. Okay, so in conclusion, while it may be technically possible that many people in bad in personal life can act good in professional life, technically possible, but there are very rare example of that. One who is good, bad in personal life and good in administrative life. How ulta can exist? One who is bad in administrative life can be good in personal life, and he can blame it on system. That condition can exist. This condition, bad in personal life and good in administrative life, is very rare, technically possible, but not desirable to have. Okay, that's how you need to conclude. So while it may be technically possible for a civil servant to demonstrate ethical behavior in their professional life while lacking in their personal life, such a scenario is not justified or desirable. Okay, concept of moral integrity. Now this word moral integrity. Now when I discuss in my another question, you see APSC series K, integrity means what? Wholesomeness of character. You should be the same person inside out. What Gandhi said, integrity ka definition, that your thoughts, word, deeds, action all should be same. Okay, so integrity, guys, means if you are integral person, moral integrity means that you have your moral values are consistent. You are committed to your moral values, and your personal life, professional life, you carry those values. So this concept of moral integrity explains that moral values should be integral in one's character and remain consistent whether in personal life or professional. They remain consistent whether in personal and professional life. And so, okay, a person with bad personal ethics can never be a good civil servant. And that's how you have to analyze this question. So we define personal ethics, we define professional ethics, we gave one example of each. Okay, then we compared personal professional ethics on 3 points. Then we discussed, okay, this bad personal ethics and professional ethics, why it is not good condition, why it is not advisable. Okay, उसके क्या क्या damages है, leads to questioning of trust and credibility, doubt over discretionary power, abuse of power, they are role model, they need to set high standards, etc. And then conclusion में, this condition is technically feasible but not advisable. And concept of moral integrity explains that what person is personal life, same he will be in professional life. Okay, and this condition may be technically possible, but it is not desirable in administration. This is a very comprehensively multidimensional answer you need to write. Okay, it's very easy to score essay and ethics may 140 150 given you write to the point, you write multidimensional horizontal answer and write unique analysis, unique answers, and wherever possible you provide justification with examples. Okay, and I will teach you all of this. Okay, in my app classes, 150 hours may I discuss this all very comprehensively. So do enroll for those app classes. Link is given below in the description. Okay, and now we'll discuss one more question. So thanks for listening, guys. I hope you are enjoying this discussion of ethics PYQs. So guys, if you want comprehensive understanding of ethics paper, then check out link given below in the description. Okay, on my Darshanik IS app, okay, I have already launched comprehensive ethics course, and essay course will also be available, which is these essay and ethics courses, guys, 150 plus hour courses will be a one-stop solution. As I tell you, all the class discussions and my notes, you don't have to study anything else. Okay, and I have discussed it so comprehensively that your 70-80% paper, doesn't matter UPSC or other state civil service examination ka, okay, will come, okay, from this notes or from this discussion that we had directly, indirectly. Okay, so do stay tuned and thanks for listening.